EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Monarchs and the Shamrocks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has, and how the game flows through him.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Contreras. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Street. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Contreras. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side is gone. And they will take over possession of the football at the 42-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
At the 41-yard line.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Bailey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 37-yard line.
Now again, right side. It's Watkins. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards. Now a hit and a loose football. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the London first down.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Contreras. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Monarchs.
They'll try the left side. Street, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll keep it on the ground. Street. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Shamrocks have regained the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. London about set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. Street takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. Their Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it. Perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin 1st and 10 here. And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bailey. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and 19. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. One final go for this offense here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Black Knights seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see they are out in front in that one. The Nighthawks trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Tigers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Shamrocks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now 2nd and 5. The tight end in motion right. 2nd and 5. It's caught. This is White. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Here's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. A gain of 5, and it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, when you drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. Try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Street. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you want 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's got another one to Johnston. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw again.
Yeah, this pass broken up. That
excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
3 more points tagged on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Up the middle they go. Street. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and a yard. Street's got it, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2 yards to go, second down. He'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And touchdown! A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3. The 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. That's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, London.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Contreras. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for his passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He finds his man complete. That's Contreras. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Watkins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now Las Vegas down by 13, 2:07 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He finds his man complete. It's Contreras. Here's second down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And that one too wide and incomplete.
It's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Dublin, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for London, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.